Inside a modest home, Tuco Salamanca is busy in the kitchen when his grandmother enters, using a four-legged cane for support. She's followed by the twin skateboarders, one of whom is faking a leg injury. Calling him Miho, she tells Tuco that she accidentally hit one of the twins with her car. When the twins address her with a derogatory term, Tuco's eyes narrow, but he calmly reassures his grandmother, sending her upstairs to watch TV. He briefly engages with the twins, ascertaining that they want money, and that the police haven't been called. Then, with chilling speed, he beats them both to the floor, using his grandmother's cane. Tuco's grandmother is upstairs, immersed in a Spanish-language soap opera, but her curiosity gets the better of her. She creeps to the top of the staircase, peering down and seeing Tuco cleaning a small patch of blood off the living room rug. He dismisses it as spilled salsa, reassuring her that the twins won't bother her anymore. After she returns to her TV, he makes a phone call, instructing the person on the other end to get Nacho and his van over right away. A knock echoes at the front door. It's Jimmy McGill, and Tuco swiftly pulls him inside at gunpoint. Tuco aggressively questions Jimmy, who nervously explains he's just a lawyer who got a call from the twins about a car accident. Tuco's grandmother reappears on the stairs. Tuco quickly hides his gun behind his back to conceal it. She points out the salsa stain, which Jimmy now notices. Tuco gently coaxes his grandmother back upstairs, then turns his attention back to grilling Jimmy. Jimmy pleads that if the twins are still alive, they, and he, will leave and never bother Tuco or his grandmother again. Tuco takes Jimmy to the garage and reveals that the twins are indeed alive, but battered, bound, and gagged. Tuco hands Jimmy a large knife, ordering him to cut the twins loose. As soon as Jimmy removes one of the gags, that twin blurts out that the accident was a scam, led by Jimmy. Tuco and his henchmen tie and gag Jimmy and the twins, then haul them out to the hot, unforgiving desert. Given a chance to speak, Jimmy desperately explains that the target of his scam was Betsy Kettleman, not Tuco's grandma, who just happens to have a similar car. Tuco is unconvinced and taunts Jimmy with a pair of wire cutters, prompting Jimmy to invent a story about being an FBI agent. Tuco, surprisingly gullible, is thrilled that the FBI operation is named Kingbreaker. But Nacho asks a few sharp questions, quickly exposing Jimmy as having zero knowledge of any FBI operation. Jimmy admits he's just a lawyer, and Nacho persuades Tuco to release Jimmy. Tuco intends to brutally kill or maim the twins for disrespecting his grandmother, but Jimmy, channeling his inner courtroom lawyer, argues passionately for mercy. He eventually manages to convince Tuco to merely break their legs, which Tuco does with terrifying and graphic force. Jimmy then drives the twins to the hospital. Jimmy finds himself at a ritzy hotel bar, engaging in a promising conversation with a pretty woman, but his demeanor changes suddenly when a patron nearby cracks hard breadsticks in half. The sound triggers a vivid memory of breaking bones. He rushes to the washroom to vomit. Later that night, Jimmy enters Chuck's dark, electricity-free house, sheds some of his clothing, and collapses on the couch without any explanation. Chuck, silently and methodically, retrieves Jimmy's cell phone from his pants pocket, using tongs to throw it out into the yard. While Jimmy sleeps, Chuck examines a hospital bill that also fell out of the pants, which details the twins' multiple leg fractures. Morning arrives, and Jimmy wakes up, having coffee with Chuck, who is strangely wrapped in a foil sheet. Jimmy asks about the foil, and Chuck explains about the cell phone. Jimmy then asks if he looked at the bill, and Chuck says he might have. Jimmy tries to explain that the bill is not proof of Slippin' Jimmy returning. Jimmy repeatedly asks Chuck to remove the foil sheet, and Chuck, reluctantly, complies. But after Jimmy leaves, Chuck immediately puts it back on. Jimmy slips back into his routine as a public defender, working numerous cases. He continues to rehearse his arguments in the restroom, have difficulty with parking validation stickers at Mike's parking lot exit booth, argue with the prosecutor in the hallway, drink vending machine coffee, and collect meager checks from the pay window clerk. His work begins to feel tiresome and repetitive. In his small office in the back of the nail salon, Jimmy's desk phone still displays 0 messages. He sits on his fold-out bed, sipping a strong drink, when the nail salon owner pokes her head in to announce that a customer has arrived. Jimmy quickly folds his bed back into a couch, tidies his office, and puts on his suit. The customer walks in. It's Nacho. Nacho assures Jimmy that no one knows he's there and reveals his interest in the Kettleman's embezzled money. He wants to steal it. He proposes that Jimmy tell him how to find the money in exchange for a 10% cut. Although grateful that Nacho saved his life, Jimmy states that he doesn't know where the money is, and he only wanted to represent the Kettlemans as their lawyer. As Nacho leaves, he writes a phone number on a matchbook, leaving it on the desk in case Jimmy changes his mind. I'm so excited to have you here today. If you're enjoying the content and want to see more videos like this, there's a super simple way to show your support. Just hit that like button, thumbs up, and smash the subscribe button bell. Subscribing not only helps the channel grow, but also ensures you won't miss out on any of the awesome content we have coming your way. And hey, it's completely free. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload new videos. Your support means the world to me, and it keeps me motivated to create even more amazing content for you all. Let's grow this community together, because we're just getting started. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay awesome.
I'm the best lawyer ever.